Vacation starts with VA. One thing you'll love about your trip to Virginia is that you'll never have to settle for one thing. All that you love is all in one trip. Start yours at virginia.org.
Hey there, Love Food listener. Julie Duffy Dillon here, your host, and surprise, this is a bonus episode. And I am so excited you're here. But if you're new to the Love Food Podcast, just note that this is not your typical Love Food Podcast, but I'm still glad you're here because it's going to be a great show. So this is a bonus episode because I am so grateful for you. Those of you who are new to the show and those of you who've been with me for a long time. Did you know 4 years ago, I was preparing to launch the Love Food Podcast. I had never, ever recorded a podcast episode before, and it just was something I had been wanting to do since, get this, since 2006. Yes, I am a slow mover. I like to think about things for a long time, but when I was ready, I was ready. And you know what you did? You welcomed me with open arms, and you really supported the show. I am so grateful. Having this show and hosting it and connecting in your ears every week has really opened up some new opportunities for me. And again, I'm just so grateful. So I am putting together bonus episodes over the next few weeks, and I hope you find them helpful as you're navigating your food peace journey. These bonus episodes are something that's a part of a new project I'm working on. And I want to give you a peek behind the scenes onto why I'm creating this new project and what exactly is Julie doing at this point. And 2020 is the year that I'm finally going to write my book. Yes, if you know me at all, you know I've been talking about this for probably 10 years now, but it's finally starting to make sense. And I'm finally starting to be at a place where I have space for the ability to hunker down and write a book. In order to create enough space and enough bandwidth, I do need to step away from as many clients that I see every single week. But yet, seeing clients is how I pay the bills and pay the mortgage and things like that, and also how I am able to do the Love Food Podcast. So what I have been building up is this new project over on Patreon. You can get to it at patreon.com/lovefoodpodcast. But there are ways on Patreon to support me as I'm writing the book and stepping away from as many clients, and at the same time, get some freebies and help on your food peace journey. So I'm releasing just this one time. Actually, I have 5 episodes that I'm going to be releasing to you over the next few weeks. But this is the only time that I will be releasing these After the Letters projects publicly. So sit back, relax, listen to these next episodes. And if they do resonate with you, if they help you get through the holidays and you have financial access to support the show, jump on over to Patreon at patreon.com/lovefoodpodcast. And I would be so grateful for your support. And I hope I'm able to serve you as we navigate this food peace journey, this culture that hasn't recovered from its own eating disorder yet. I hope that these tools help you to feel at home in your own skin, because that is your right as a human being. It is. So, okay, I'm going to shut up now. Let's get to the episode. Hey there, patron. Welcome to the first episode of the After the Letters project. Here's this episode's question. I really want to explore food peace while losing weight. How do I do that? So my answer is simply, don't. Of course, this first episode is not going to just have one word answer, but I really, really want to make it simple for you. And if you are trying to heal your relationship with food, and maybe you're exploring some things like intuitive eating, and you really also are pursuing weight loss. And when I say pursuing weight loss, I mean weighing yourself or trying to get into a smaller size. Those just don't work together. And I'm really sorry to even say it. And honestly, I tried for years and years to be the dietitian that could help people do both. I don't know why I thought I was some magical unicorn. I mean, seriously, I am not, because here's the thing. When we are trying to lose weight, it gets in the way with healing and permission. Healing and permission are the foundations to food peace. Without them, it just doesn't happen. I do want to say, though, there is a place to pause in this kind of argument or conversation, however you regard it. There's a difference to me between wanting to lose weight and pursuing weight loss. Yeah, I think it's actually a really, really big difference. Pursuing weight loss is what we would probably see as dieting, maybe doing Weight Watchers or doing some kind of fancy new diet or lifestyle change. It also is when a person is weighing themselves on a scale regularly or irregularly, or just trying to fit better into maybe their wedding dress or into a certain pair of pants, or wants to look different in order to feel more comfortable at maybe a family reunion. Measuring the body size is pursuing weight loss. But again, I think that's really different than wanting to lose weight. That wanting, I really think is important to clarify, because you may want to lose weight and still pursue food peace. You can actually explore it and move really far along your food peace journey and still want to lose weight, but just not pursue it. The wanting, well, what I mean by that is, we live in this world where thin bodies are considered better. They're considered smarter. They have their shit together. They just basically have better sex and more friends. I'm not saying I agree with all this, by the way. But I think that's just the cultural kind of stereotype. We all have these internalized kind of beliefs and biases about body sizes. And I know I'm working on those tapes in my head, but I also appreciate that they're there. And when we live in a world that prizes thinner bodies, well, of course people want to be wanted. They want to be accepted. They want the world to accommodate them. And so, especially for you, the listener, living in a larger body where the world has told you, and directly, indirectly, for as long as you've been in this body, that you need to be smaller. You're going to want to be smaller because you just want people to see you and to accommodate you and give you basic rights like, just comprehensive health care and compassion and treat you like a human. And the wanting to lose weight, I think it's important when you feel that connection to also, if you have the bandwidth, to try to lean into it a little bit more, into what is that wanting to lose weight? What is that hoping to connect with? And for some people, it is access to fertility treatment, or it is feeling safer in your skin, maybe not feeling as attacked when you go home for a family reunion or something. I think connecting to why the want is there is really, really important. But the pursuing just that's not the word. It contradicts, rather, food peace. And remember, the reason why is that food peace centers healing and permission while pursuing health. It teases apart health and weight. And really, again, more than even health, it centers, how can I help you heal your relationship with food and learn to live in a world that has not healed its own eating disorder yet? If you're wanting to pursue weight loss, well, that's going to get in the way, because you're going to always want to really try to eat less. Even if it's not in the top of your mind, it's always going to be there. So if you're in that place of wanting to pursue weight loss and you're wanting to pursue food peace, I encourage you to just sit in that contradiction, that cognitive dissonance. It's really uncomfortable. I do appreciate that. I encourage you, as you're desiring that pursuit of weight loss, to look through your diet history and maybe acknowledge that diets just haven't worked for you. And as you kind of sit with that part, I hope you know that you're not the anomaly. You are the rule rather than the exception. And diets don't work for most people. So I hope this gives you permission to maybe put that pursuit on the back burner. I first learned this concept from the authors of Intuitive Eating, which is a foundation to the food peace methods that I use. Evelyn Tribole and Elise Resch, they often talk about, if you're wanting to pursue weight loss, what if you put it on the back burner for 3 to 6 months as you explore intuitive eating? So I encourage you to do the same as you sift through Food Peace and maybe the options, the tools that you may need to help center healing, because your body is worthy of healing. You are worthy and precious the way you are. You deserve to feel at home in that skin of yours. You do. All right, that's all for now. I look forward to answering the next question next week in the After the Letters project. Would you like to submit a question? I would love to see it. Send your question to lovefoodpodcast@gmail.com and just put After the Letters project in the memo line. Thanks so much, and I so appreciate your support.